I don't know when it starts recording. It starts recording now. Hey, how's it going, folks? We are doing the new show live this week. The new show live, and we're doing it in style. This right here is Chris Courageous. Chris, say hi to the fine folks at home.
Hello, fine folks at home.
Lovely.
Or at work, or wherever you happen to be on this fine day.
Or watching this on an iPhone under your desk at school.
I mean, do that.
Fine folks come in all shapes and sizes and willingnesses to disobey authority. Speaking of disobeying authority, Chris, Chris, why don't you tell us about your problems with authority a little bit?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I despise it. I'm just notorious for, like, grabbing cops by the face and saying, hey, fuck you.
That would make you quite notorious, at least among certain policemen.
I get arrested a lot.
Yeah, but luckily in comedy you're allowed to have a rap sheet. I think comedy and rap and maybe art and protesting.
I feel like having a criminal record might make you a more interesting personality.
Put a little
hair on your chest.
If you're super jaded from prison and you're like all you do is talk about prison, yeah, you know what it's like when you go to prison and the man puts you in the shoe for 48 hours. Don't you laugh. Don't you laugh.
It's a dark day. dark day.
Prison lends itself to comedy very well. Can you imagine like if Jerry Seinfeld went to prison and he was trying to do shtick? What do we got here? We're all getting into the shower. The water's too hot.
Hey! Solitary confinement. Have you seen this?
We're trying to get a graphic up on the TV so you guys might see Josh coming in and coming out. We've sent out the link to this, correct?
What's up?
The link to
this Google Hangout?
The Google Hangout, if people want to hop in, I think I can do that from my computer right here.
I will send it right now.
Wonderful.
Do it. Facebook?
Facebook, Twitter, send it out to everybody. So if you guys want to join in on the Hangout, if you want to ask some questions, talk with us, we're about to dive into everything that we missed this week on the show. This was just a little light banter, prison light banter to help start the show off.
Wait, what the hell?
Trouble?
It's a little, I don't know. Someone should do this.
Okay. Here we go. I can take care of it.
I'm having issues.
So, Chris, why don't you walk us through kind of the things that we're going to be talking about today?
Well, in working on the show, there are a lot of stories that come up that we consider to feature on the show, and we miss a lot of them. Like, there's a lot of darts being thrown at the board. So I thought that this might be a good place to talk about some of the stories that we missed during the week.
And I agreed.
Yay! Okay. Great. So one of the stories that happened this week, what was it? George Clooney's wedding. Oh my God! Would you? George Clooney, this like data hack thing that was going on with the fappening that was going on with all these. So George Clooney, terrified about getting his phone hacked, created these insane rules and regulations for guests of his wedding for their phones, and they were not allowed to bring phones to the wedding. And if they did want to bring phones to the wedding, they could. But they had to check them at the door, and then they were handed a custom phone that was given to them by George Clooney's people.
Do we know what kind of phone? Are we talking Samsung? Are we talking Apple? Were they all iPhone 6s? Is that where they all went?
I'm sure they were all smartphones of some degree, but the reason that they were handing out these phones to people was because George Clooney's people had tracking and could see the photos on every phone that was assigned to every guest. So if photos for the wedding were ever leaked to anyone, they would know exactly who did it.
So after the wedding, do you get the phone back? And you're like, oh, that was wonderful.
I don't know. They just were like, have a phone, take photos, and give the phone back at the end.
How much did they say how much the wedding cost?
George Clooney's wedding?
Yeah.
How much did it cost?
How much does a Clooney wedding go?
I'm gonna guess in the millions.
Yeah. I mean, if you're
it wasn't.
A bar mitzvah and it's $50,000 for a maybe upper middle class family, you gotta imagine that George Clooney's wedding. Well, think about how much it costs to not only get the phones for every guest, but to also install the tracking software, hire someone to probably program the tracking software.
Yeah. It's they don't have the information available, but they say that it's anywhere between $4.6 million to $13 million for 30 minutes of your time. For 30 minutes of a wedding.
It was only a 30-minute wedding?
Yeah, the wedding was only 30 minutes long. 25-minute ceremony or something like that.
Reception?
Weddings aren't long.
I mean, like, they had to have the reception. I'm assuming the cameras were... I mean, like, did he also give his wife one of those for the wedding night? Like, what's he worried about?
I don't know. He seems to be like a little bit of a paranoid guy. Just having to create those types of security measures for your wedding, doesn't that take away some of the specialness of the wedding? I don't know. I guess it's the price of fame, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, like they say, like there are a lot of perks to being famous, but you lose a lot of the privacy unless you can afford it. I mean,
right.
Like, you think about all these people that have to pay for like bodyguards, and these are expenses that accountants don't have, unless you're like a fucking really good accountant. And then, yeah, and what?
If there's anybody who has a really good accountant, probably George Clooney.
Yeah, absolutely. So, maybe George Clooney's accountant too. But either way, it's like you have to pay for like these security fees. You have to pay for a ton of stuff.
That's the answer to my question, by the way, too. Like, if I ever come into contact with a ridiculous amount of money, I'm going to just go, okay, who handles George Clooney's money? And put me in contact with that person. He just seems like a guy who's got his finances together.
That's what you think of when you think of George Clooney. You think, this is a guy that really has a retirement plan together. This guy knows what he's doing.
I think so.
Well, no one's arguing that George Clooney's not set for life. I would probably look at Elon Musk's guy. That'd be who I go to.
Who?
Elon Musk. Elon Musk, the Tesla, the dude that...
Oh, the Tesla guy. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I thought we were talking about Old Spice deodorant scents.
Speaking, the Musk. The Elon Musk of it all. Elon Musk is the new flavor of Old Spice. No, but let's move on to Elon Musk. Apparently, there were the new Tesla is going to be called the D, and photos of it leaked.
Did you get the D?
Did you get the D? No, but there were leaked photos of the D. Elon Musk's D is all over the internet right now.
All over the internet.
Yeah, we can see a lot of that D.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's take this time. I want to hear what you guys have to say about George Clooney's wedding. What would you do if you were a guest? How would you get around that? Would you leak the photos? Let us know. So we're going to Rhino. Rhino, why don't you go ahead and unmute yourself, brother, and talk to people.
What are we talking about? George Clooney's wedding?
George Clooney's wedding and how they're getting phones that are traced.
Whatever.
They're getting what?
Guests were getting phones. So when you
get free phones?
You go. Okay.
Was I supposed to be watching up to this point?
Yeah, I think so. It usually helps when the people we bring in are up to date.
Sorry.
What we just said. Well, why don't you bring up what you want to bring up, and we'll come back to the Clooney thing.
His wedding would be pretty well.
I'll interrupt you, please. What?
I'd be pretty famous if I were at his wedding, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
No, I was on a different link. How about you come back to me?
Definitely do that. You know that there was a problem with the link. So anyone that's just kind of finding us now, Google Hangouts had some kind of technological difficulty, so we actually had to cancel the thing that everyone had signed up for and that we promoted and start this one instead. So wherever we put that out, we should have probably gone back and traced it again. Anyway, we'll recap real quick. George Clooney had a wedding, didn't want photos leaking, so he told his guests, you can't bring in your phones, but here, we're going to give you a phone for the wedding that we can then trace. So if you leak a photo, we know who did it. That was a really nice, easy recap. You know what's interesting is that I keep seeing Philip's face pop up. So let's go to Philip real quick. Hey, Philip, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Oh, we're getting you in and out. I think I'm
gone.
Assume he said, is he gone? No, is there? Philip, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Pretty gone.
I can hear you. Philip,
Okay.
what would you get George Clooney as a wedding gift?
Let's see. How about
the man who has everything?
a Batman costume that doesn't have nipples?
Ah, that sir, is a great gift for George Clooney.
We call those post-Schumachers.
Yeah, I mean, there's a rumor about George Clooney that if you go up to him and say, I saw Batman Forever, he gives you your money back.
Yeah, because he hates Val Kilmer.
Is what?
Because he hates
Shit, it was Batman and Robin, wasn't it? It was absolutely Batman and Robin. Did you give yourself a lower third, Chris?
I did!
How did you do that?
It's a magic thing in the
All right.
Hangout Toolbox. Come to the Hangout Toolbox and give yourself a third.
Lovely. That's brilliant. We should have thought of that before we started and went live. Are you worried about anyone getting at your nudes, Philip? Your sweet nudes?
No, no one wants to see me naked.
No, you don't know that. There are some people out there that might be real interested in seeing, Philip's fill in, if you catch my sexual innuendos.
Yeah.
Philip's fillings?
Philip's fillings? Philip's filler-ups.
My last name is.
Let us name. Did you come here to have your penis named by two grown men, Philip?
Because we can do that.
That's
That's
what we
beyond
do.
us. We can absolutely name your penis. Actually, everyone, let's go ahead and come up with a name for Philip's penis. Leave them in the comments. And you could choose which one you like or none of them. But either way, it never hurts to have a nice batch of possible potential names for your sexual organ.
Right.
Chris, have you named yours?
Yeah.
Or is it appropriate enough to say on the internet?
Batman?
Only when it's wearing a condom. When you're not, it's just Bruce Wayne.
I only wear black condoms.
Yeah. Jeez. All right. Well, we've seriously derailed.
Yep, we were talking about George Clooney's wedding, and we got to Batman condom dick.
That's not too far off.
No.
George Clooney's Batman. That's the biggest leap.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous. All right, Philip, is there anything that you want to ask us or weigh in about before we move on to the next caller?
No, just keep up the good work.
Thanks, man. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna lovingly eject you from the room, and we can actually talk a little bit about the show right now. The show this week has been a little bit different. We've decided to kind of make a shift in the content of the show towards more informational, just because there are a ton of reasons, but are we going to go into all of them? Maybe yes. We're trying to align ourselves a little bit more with Discovery to make it a little bit easier for the shows to work with us here. That's just some real, honest transparency for you guys, so that when D News and Test Tube Daily shows that also work in the office want to work with us, it's not so much of a stretch. It's not like, oh, okay, cool, we just covered Hong Kong protest. What did you do? Oh, you did something about leaked nude photos, and you did a sketch about fighting a bear. Okay, so now we're still gonna have, we're still gonna talk about leaked nude photos, guys. Those aren't going anywhere. But we're gonna talk about it in a way that's more informational and comedic, and we're gonna provide the information, kind of form our opinions around it, and hopefully you guys will be out there challenging our opinions and providing new information. Will kind of keep this discussion going. Let's hop into another call. If you guys are calling in, I'd love to hear why you're calling in. Let's go to Bruno. Bruno in his bedroom. How's it going?
Bruno's in the bedroom right now, Bruno?
Bruno, you here, brother?
Yes, I hear you.
Hey, Bruno, how are you?
I'm not in the bedroom. I'm in my living room.
Oh, I just thought you had an enormous couch in your bedroom.
Yes, it's a couch.
Yeah. Where are you calling from, Bruno?
Portugal.
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 Wonderful.
Oh, wow.
Never been. How's the internet over there in Portugal? Doing well?
It's doing well, but this live cast is a little bit shaky.
Oh, okay. It's no problem. As long as we can understand what you're saying, I'm sure we can make up something else.
Yep.
So tell me, Bruno, what's on your mind? What's tickling your noggin?
Sorry, I'm not hearing you.
Okay, now you're not hearing us, so that's a little hard.
Yeah.
Did you have a question or a thought about one of these week's videos, the topics we covered, maybe something we didn't, something that we missed?
I really liked the video about Hong Kong that you have done. I really enjoyed the format. I have already told you that via Twitter.
Yeah, I remember that. Thank you very much.
No problem at all. I really liked the Apple one too. I don't know if you already have seen this week's South Park episode about the Ebola.
I haven't seen South Park this week.
No.
But South Park is a dynamite show, and I was just thinking about how much they've shifted in their programming since they started. Because initially it was really just a story about, or a show about, third graders.
It used to be really cartoony. It used to be like the Scuzzlebutt is this monster with Patrick Duffy for a leg for no reason, and now it's evolved into this more important kind of broader topic social commentary that's been so great for the last.
Every episode is a dynamite analogy for something like
Exactly.
Except for my favorite episodes, which are ones where it's like, it's just the water park filled with pee. Just
Pee everywhere.
Yeah, so I didn't get to see the Apple.
No, it was really great about the Ebola and Ebola. What it causes our dicks can break flying off all of this.
I gotta be honest, Bruno. All of that was corrupted.
Yeah,
through
you turned into GLaDOS from.
Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah,
No,
you running a test on me?
I didn't understand you.
Okay, now it goes both ways. We didn't hear you.
What I've said that the episode was about Ebola, like your show this week. But what they used to illustrate the panic of Ebola is that men with Ebola, before that, what gives Ebola to people is gluten. If you are not gluten, you have Ebola.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
I thought you were saying Apple. You're saying Ebola. I get it now. I'm on board. We're on the same page.
Yeah, and if you get Ebola, the problem that you get is your dick flies off your body.
That would be,
So
I think, more of a threat.
dicks flying everywhere.
Made a movie. I don't think I would have made a video that says "Don't worry about Ebola" if it made your dick fly off your body. I think I would say, "Well, everybody panic.
Yes, totally.
Our dicks are at stake. Our dicks
So you should
named Philip. Philip. You got names for Philip's dick? Leave it in the comments. Get here, Josh. How did we get here? I don't know.
Oh, we just did. It just happened. One second you're talking about George Clooney, the next second you're naming the strangers of penises of guys in Portugal.
Yeah, well, no, I don't know where Philip's from. Bruno, would you like a penis name to depart the show? Would you like us to name your manhood?
Absolutely, be free to name my penis.
All right. Your penis's name is Dion Vachon.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
Great. He's a really good goaltender for the Los Angeles Kings.
You can't just keep naming people's penises after Kings players, Chris.
Why not?
Because you're gonna run out of Kings players.
All right. No, I guarantee you, I will not.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see how long you can keep this up. And also, do the Kings want to be named? Want people's manhood named after them?
I don't know. I probably just disrespected a hockey legend. So let's move on.
All right. All right. Well, thanks for calling in, Bruno.
Thank you.
Thank you
hanging out with
so
us.
much.
Yeah.
Hey, Bruce.
Hey.
On the YouTube channel, I got 2 names for you.
We got 2 names for Philip's junk on the YouTube channel. They are. Here's a really good one.
And the screwdriver.
The screwdriver, because of its odd shape. Great. All right. Well, let's see if Rhino can kind of catch up. I'm gonna put Rhino on the spot here.
What?
Rhino.
My computer crashed. I just got in here.
Computer crash? Are you kidding me?
But I know what I would get George Clooney for his wedding.
What would you get George Clooney for his wedding?
I thought about it really hard. I'd get him a $25 gift card to Starbucks.
There we go.
Because what do you get the man who has everything? And
just to humble him a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like you really put a lot of thought into this. What is George Clooney? Probably like really complicated coffee drinks. Who can
Yeah.
provide that? Starbucks.
The least
That's
exciting.
wonderful.
Yeah, you'll just be like, oh, cool.
I don't think he'll get a thank you note. He'll be on board with it. So, Rhino, how big of a fan of Adam Sandler are you?
Not the biggest man, personally.
Ever? You were never, like, let's exclude Jack and Jill.
Oh, okay, let's think way back.
Go Big Daddy. Let's truncate it at Big Daddy. Let's pretend
Happy
Adam
Gilmore?
Sandler. What?
Happy Gilmore?
Happy Gilmore was before Big
Yeah.
Daddy. Big Daddy was the last.
I used to listen to his
Good one.
CDs.
Yeah, that's
like
Right?
way back.
Yeah.
Yeah, the album was good.
Well-
I remember that. Happy Gilmore was okay. I like that movie.
Happy Gilmore is a treasure.
Yeah.
I love
So
you
I
too,
will.
Chris.
I
Now
respect.
it's not the time for this.
Sorry,
Was that to me or to Rhino?
that was to Rhino.
I wasn't looking.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Sorry, I thought I muted my microphone. Nope, did not.
Remember, I think you did it at the perfect time. So Adam Sandler just got a deal with Netflix. Not like it's more like Netflix got a deal with Adam Sandler. He's going to produce
Four
movies.
films you won't fucking care about. Yeah,
Four
Adam
films you won't
Sandler.
miss. This is a big week for Netflix announcements, simply because Netflix announced that not only are they doing 4 Adam Sandler movies, but they're also going to be doing the long-awaited sequel to Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Of course.
Exclusive, huh?
Exclusive. They got all of the movies you didn't know you didn't want.
I like exclusive stuff regardless. So I mean,
A
it just
sequel to
excites me.
Chocolat with
Yeah. Not
Batman and Robin too.
solely focusing on Batman nipples.
Yes.
Batman and Robin 2 is almost 1,000 times more relevant than Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
And Dragon
Yeah.
too.
Batman
Meant
movies.
forever,
When was the last time we had a Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon movie? It was
Crouching Tiger, Hidden
1999. Was it 2000? What year did that come out?
Too long,
It
probably
broke
like 90, 92, 91.
It was in
99.
the early 90s, but like it was
99
definitely-
probably.
It was a huge movie at its time.
2000.
So it came out in 2000. So here's an interesting look because that movie was a huge success.
Oh, yeah.
Mostly because of China, a country that doesn't get Netflix. So they're really appealing to a market. By the way, all the star power of Harry Shum Jr. of Glee fame is attached to Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon
I don't
2.
know.
Whose second biggest project was a dance series on Hulu.
That's so funny. It's like that's like coming this summer, the sequel you've all been waiting for, The Piano 2, starring the girl from Teen Wolf on MTV.
And 2 of the 6 Pretty Little Liars.
You know him from Real World Season 7. I feel like if I watch
that is. It's almost like they're taking all of these straight to DVD releases and saying like we're gonna cut out
straight
the
to
middleman.
Netflix.
It's gonna be straight to Netflix.
But the
Which is so weird.
exclusivity, it kind of draws interest.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is exclusive. I feel
This
like
is-
Don't get me wrong. I'm more
You
likely to
won't.
watch an Adam Sandler movie on Netflix than I am in a theater.
Same here.
That's where I want because it's like there's no risk. You can give anything a
No.
15 test on Netflix, and you've already paid for it. If I buy a ticket to an Adam Sandler movie, it's like playing Russian roulette, but every chamber's loaded. Because
Yeah.
like,
I'm feeling that.
You have
But
to
I
see
might
that.
watch it on Netflix. I might just be like, well, let's see what this is about. Now, if I have time and I'm just like bored, I'll say, whatever, fuck it, I'll click it, I'll watch it,
That's
sure.
that's the thing with Netflix. I feel like Netflix is a lot of unwatchable content. Spend hours looking
Oh, yeah.
for just something
That's
that's
half
like
the game.
something that's just like oh, that doesn't look too bad. And to put that in context, Bad Grandpa showed up last night. I have never
It's not-
leapt at a title like I've been on a desert island for years.
You
and
know,
just
if you're on a desert
stick.
island for years and you came across a bottle of just like not necessarily great water, but just water that's not salt.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh please, oh God, oh,
Yes.
so good. Bad Grandpa's the greatest movie ever.
I find that by the time I find a movie on Netflix to watch, I'm already asleep.
Yeah.
I get 2 minutes in and I'm like, out. Completely out.
Browse. How I
like
Met Your Mother from
2.5
2
hours
years
of
ago.
searching.
Yeah, I'm all about TV shows on Netflix, but when it comes to movies, it's like, boy, are we scratching the bottom of the barrel. I want to pose a question to all of you that are waiting in the hangout right now. Before you come in, I want to know what's a movie on Netflix that you saw that you loved, and a movie on Netflix that you saw that you hated. And Rhino, I'll let you answer first, and then we're gonna lovingly object.
A movie I saw. It's usually documentaries, so probably like the last one I saw that I liked was probably Super High Me with Doug Benson.
That's on Netflix?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think that's the last movie I enjoyed on Netflix, and I don't remember. I saw Bad Grandpa too. I was right with Chris. Same thing. I just found it. It's just like a little nugget.
Chris is the king of finding the filth on Netflix.
Oh man, I watch Hot Trash.
What was that movie that you made me watch where it was a guy was a serial killer and he had survived being aborted, and they
oh man, Hanger?
It was called Hanger. It was called Hanger.
What a title! What the hell?
It's the worst movie ever. Don't even go look it up. It's seriously the most disturbing thing on the planet. It's the worst.
It was the worst thing I've ever seen on Netflix. Rhino, thank you so much for stepping in. We're gonna eject you. It's not Skype. It's HBO. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's check out Tyler. Tyler, we're bringing you in, and I think Tyler, if you're this Tyler, I think you've written a poem. Tyler, is your icon something insinuative? Insinuative. Can we see this? Look at
What's
this.
going on there?
And that little thumbnail. Tyler, are you there?
You got to unmute your microphone, brother.
Tyler going twice. Tyler wrote a poem. We'll come back to you in a little bit, Tyler, once you figure that out. All right, let's move on to Polkawalked. All right. Hey, Polkawalked. How are you, man?
I'm doing good. What's up?
Not a lot, man. We're just talking about Netflix and naming penises. You know, a real heavy-hitting show.
Just the stuff you care about.
Yeah.
I wish I cared about Netflix. I don't even have it, believe it or not.
Are you gonna get it to see Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon 2?
I don't know how I'm gonna live personally.
How do you survive without 5,000 hours of unwatchable content and a few good documentaries?
You're the person that they're targeting with this new Adam Sandler push. Would you pay $7.99 for 4 Adam Sandler movies?
Really? I wouldn't. Really, I really wouldn't. But Crouching Tiger and Hitting that movie, you know, I paid for that.
You pay $7. Okay, but it comes with 4 Adam Sandler movies. Do you still pay for it?
No, I got YouTube for that. There's no. I just got like ghost scenes and all that stuff. I really don't need it.
You know, that's a really good point to make, because these Adam Sandler movies aren't terrible through and through. There are moments, like even in Jack and Jill, Al Pacino does a song and dance for Dunkin' Donuts. But if you just want to see the best parts of these new Adam Sandler movies, you can just look it up on YouTube.
Right. That's always what I go with. You know, just like, oh, that moment in Big Daddy. Like, I don't want to watch the entire movie. It should be like, you know, that one moment, like the McDonald's one, where you know you had a fight with them. And it's like, no, stop serving breakfast at like 10:30.
What is
like,
that noise?
What?
Hearing that?
Like, get the hell out.
We're not hearing a noise. I don't hear a noise. Do you hear a noise, Polka?
Nope.
Nope. Not
My
even.
real name is Shane, by the way. Sorry.
I can call you Shane. Oh my goodness, you guys, downtown Patty Brown just walked by wearing cat ears. We have to come in. We're doing a live stream. Would you like to show the world your sweet styles?
Sure.
Yeah, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. You guys have to come check this out.
Jared. Give me a check this thing.
Yeah. No, that's what I want to show
Is he shaved to look like Bruce?
them. Best.
Bruce!
You guys, say hello and welcome back to downtown Patty Brown.
Hey, what's going on?
He's delivering it. Why are you wearing the ears today? Is there something special going on?
It's the cat thing. You know, everybody has cats. There's cats everywhere, so I might as well just kind of like get in with the.
You want to fit in with the cats?
Fit in with the crowd here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is like we got a window back here. I'm gonna show it to you guys. It's just a window, and walking by, we just see people in cat ears all day because it's Animalist's first birthday.
Animalist.
1 year. Animalist is 1 year old today. and
Hooray!
this is quite a gift. This is quite.
I'm with the crowd here.
Yeah, you're just rolling with the punches. How's your YouTube subscribing skills been?
Not too bad.
Not too bad. Have you subscribed to any other channels?
No.
Good. We're the only channel.
You're the only channel.
That's perfect.
You're it.
All right. Well, that's awesome.
You're always it. Okay.
It's special.
So he can't actually hear what they're saying. They just said that very special. That was great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming on. These are great. Can I get a pair of these?
Sure. Let me
Yeah.
get you
Let
one.
me see. All right. We're
Ross
gonna have
cat ears.
We're gonna have Ross and cat ears for the rest of that. I think Jared's gonna bring in a little special surprise in a little bit. So let's see if we can bring in the ears as well. Thank you for stopping by.
I'll be back.
Great. Let's move back into my place. All right. Before we let you go, Shane.
What I would get for George Clooney is actually an IOU for like a selfie like after the wedding.
You would give him a selfie.
Yeah, just be like up to you, and it's like it says after the wedding. I know. Here, you see that? It's kind of like a selfie. Like after the wedding.
An IOU selfie.
Yeah.
A selfie of debt.
Yes.
I'm gonna send that to the DWP tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just gonna be a picture of myself going like, next week?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me know how that works. Let me know how that one pans over.
I will. You'll be the first one to know, man.
I'm gonna be the first one to know. All right, you guys, we're about to have a very special guest.
I think you need a pink.
I think I need the pink ones. All right, you guys, it's about to get very real here on the new show live.
Oh! Oh my.
As our next guest joins us from the animal kingdom, and it's an adorable kitten.
Oh.
Peed all over herself.
Did it pee on you?
No, all over herself.
I smell it now. Oh, its claws are digging into me. You guys, why did you bring me the one that peed on itself?
I didn't realize it
Why
was
did you
halfway here.
It smells so.
It's not the sabotage.
Why? I'm covered in cat pee.
I think it's
Cat party.
God, you
Did he
robbed
meow
the one that peed all over itself.
The cat peed on you.
The cat's peed on everything. It smells so bad. Oh, it's getting it all over the table, and it's stepped in some kind of legal matter.
God.
Josh, thank you for the. Oh, that's our daily dose of cute and gross for the day.
Hey Ross, guess what Bruce is not doing?
Is he not peeing on himself?
Nope. Good kitty.
This is the grossest thing. There's little pieces of poop now all over this desk, and I'm about to grow up. I don't even want to
Bye.
All right, Shane.
Go pee.
Thank you for calling in. I want to make sure that we get around to a few more people.
Oh man.
It reeks. It reeks.
You're just in a hot room filled with cat piss right
In a
now.
hot room of cat piss.
It's so funny.
This has gone downhill so quickly.
Oh, it's the best. It's the best.
Oh my goodness. All right, Shane, lovingly ejecting you from the chat. I can't. Okay.
Ross.
What?
That's really funny that just happened.
No, it's not. In hindsight, it will be, but right now it's the worst thing that's ever happened. There's poop in front of me.
There's poop. The cat took a shit.
It's not. It's like. Hold on. How do I? There we go. You see that little nugget right there?
It's a little poop nugget.
That's a little poop nugget.
So-
Jared. Josh brought me a cat that had just peed all over itself and handed it to smell that. Hold on. That's not. Wash my hands. Are you sure? I smell something. Is it your hand?
No.
Okay. Bring your cat in here. Will you bring? Okay, you're not a cat. I got cat ears. It doesn't count. That's not a real cat.
No.
Okay. All right. Bring a cat, and I want to talk to you about these cats.
No.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. The Lysol wipes are here to save the day. While we talk about Lysol wipes, I'm going to bring in Danielle. Danielle, We're now on with a almost shit-free and piss-free Ross and Chris. Danielle, are you there? You have to unmute.
You gotta unmute yourself, Danielle.
That should be the theme of the episode. You gotta unmute yourself. Ross got peed on. Unmute yourself. Okay. Oh my God, sorry. I have such a weak stomach. Danielle, are you there?
I'm here.
There she is. How are you, Danielle?
Fantastic.
Good. I've been better.
I can tell.
Yeah, I got peed on.
I know.
I didn't realize it was peeing just like here. I thought there was plenty of water. Or something.
You said it so nonchalantly. Is that, like, fun fact about this cat, it peed all over itself. Like, as you're handing it to me. Like, here's something Ross is going to enjoy about this cat that he's about to be holding. All right. What are you getting George Clooney for his wedding, Danielle?
Some baked goods.
Are you baking them, or are you buying pre-purchased?
No, I'm baking right now.
Really? What are you baking?
Yeah.
Just made some cookies.
Yeah.
Cookies
Those look good.
So here's a question: What's the best and worst thing you've seen on Netflix?
The best and worst thing I've seen on Netflix?
Yeah.
A marathon of The Office was my best thing I've seen.
I'm telling you, TV shows are the way they go on Netflix.
Solid.
Yeah. The worst thing was probably an old zombie movie I stumbled upon because my brother's friend watched it on my Netflix.
You really are cooking right now, aren't you? I think I hear you mixing the batter.
Yeah, I cook all the time.
Which old zombie movie was it? Do you remember?
I cannot remember the name of it.
No?
Do you remember the name of it?
There's so many of them.
Yeah. I watched like 5 minutes of it, and then I couldn't handle it.
There's a great zombie movie on Netflix.
I was going to recommend a good one, too.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're
breaking up a little bit. I can't even hear you.
I am?
Yeah.
I'm running 100 Mbps hardwired in my comp, brah.
Oh my God, Jack Black just yelled at me.
Yeah, I'm fucking running 100 Mbps in the back of this computer right now.
Hey, we probably should fix it so that people can't mute me. You guys, this is a very interesting thing that we're trying to do here. Because with Google Hangouts, it's supposed to be this like new streaming technology, but it's clearly a very communist way of doing it. Everyone has equal power and can do everyone. Danielle, is there anything that you wanted to ask us or talk about that happened this week before we lovingly eject you from the Hangout?
Not necessarily. It's my first Hangout, so I just want to see what it was like.
Well, it's glitchy.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's glitchy and it smells like piss.
I'm glad I saw the kitty part. That was pretty funny.
Okay.
A lot of cats.
Well, hopefully we're going to get some more cats in here.
A lot of cats.
First birthday. I'll leave the ears on.
All right.
We'll try and get something. So I tip my ears to you, madam, and we lovingly eject you from the Hangout. Right. There was something else that happened this week. Chris, you brought it up earlier in the day, and I wanted to make sure that we touched upon it. The thing was, indeed, there was a teacher, there were two teachers that had a threesome with a student.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so bad.
We didn't talk about this.
It was a 32-year-old teacher and a 26-year-old teacher, female, and a 16-year-old male student had like some crazy threesome until 4 o'clock in the morning. And of course the kid brags about it the next day to everyone, right?
I mean, like, the fact that he was able to get to school after an orgy until 4 in the morning.
Crazy. And here's the thing. It's like these teachers, they're attractive.
I know.
They're always attractive, good-looking people that would have no problem meeting someone their age.
What is it about these 16-year-olds that attracts them? Is it
youthful exuberance?
Is it youthful exuberance? Oh, he's so not jaded. He really just doesn't care about anything. Like,
Yeah.
I wonder if these women, when they were younger, school, were outcasts and felt like, oh, now that I'm a hot teacher, I could probably get the hot kid in school, and they're like going for like
Right.
16-year-olds.
Or were they the hot kid in high school and hardwired to gravitate towards like alpha high school boys?
Days. And yeah, they're just like, what's your type? Alpha high school boys. Like, that'd be the weirdest thing to answer on a blind date. Also, like,
what's my type? Quarterbacks.
Yeah.
High school
like
quarterbacks.
Tom Brady, Jay Cutler.
Oh no. And Tompkins, he drives a Miata.
He drives his dad's BMW.
Yeah.
So cool. You know, just like I'm really into like people who smoke behind schools. You know, just like
He's got the best kill death ratio in all of Call of Duty.
Yeah, he just like, you know, his mom will be like talking to him. He'll say like, "Shut up, mom." He's a real man of power.
Yeah.
Not to imply that this 16-year-old is some shitty kid, but I just don't get why these attractive older women feel the need to go so young and so illegal. And do they not know that this is going to be talked about? That people are going to that the kids
You have to know. You have to know.
Do teachers, and here's the question, do teachers ever get away with it? Are they like, I had a successful relationship with a student for 6 years and no one ever found out? No,
Oh,
like,
man.
they all get busted. Or at least the ones we hear about do, because that's how we hear about them.
I had my high school gym teacher, or one of them. There was like a huge rumor that he was dating one of the girls that was on the cheerleading squad, and it was just talked about. Nothing weird ever happened. And then after she graduated and turned 18, he married her.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
He married
So for sure something was happening.
during? Yeah. Or at least talking. I remember when I was in camp as a camper, that there was like a few counselors that got kicked out for hooking up with some of the campers. And even then, like even as a kid, I was just like, what is wrong with you? Like, you're 24, you want to hook up with 16-year-olds? It's like, why? Do you really want some needy, unsure of themselves 16-year-old? That's not what you want.
No.
That's crazy. All right, I want to hear your guys' opinion on this.
Hey, can you do me a huge favor?
Yeah.
This guy Baxor over here looks like he's dressed up as Batman.
Oh, let's definitely bring in Backsorn. Backsorn. Oh my gosh, he is dressed up as Batman. How are you?
Good, not doing too bad. We've got to get into the Halloween spirit. It's October month.
You're dressed up like my penis.
Yeah. You're in the Batcave. Look at that.
In the Batcave.
Screen?
Yep.
You've
I managed to figure out.
than we do.
Yeah, I managed to figure out how to green screen with Google. I can green screen on TinyChat, and I can green screen on Skype, and now I can apparently green screen on this. It's been a learning experience.
Well,
that's
this
incredible. Look at that. That's insane.
Yeah. And the gift that I would give to George Clooney was unfortunately taken by Bruno, Batman armor without nipples. Unfortunately, that one's already been taken.
More than one. To be honest, what if one gets sweaty? He'll need a backup, you know.
To be fair, I feel like you could take out a little bit of the butt crack too. You know, that's it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that as well.
Yeah, they actually showed butt crack.
Chris, can you just real quick give us a rundown on everything wrong with George Clooney as Batman?
They mean everything. Name one thing you would think about Name a Batman thing.
Alternatively, I would also give Alicia Silverstone some Batman comic books, so she actually knows who Batgirl was. Because I think I saw an interview with her.
Hey.
She didn't even know that there was a Batgirl.
Alfred, we have to go save Bruce Wayne from this cave with Bane. Let's go. Alfred. Let's be partners. Let's team up.
So I'm kind of noob when it comes to Batman and his lore. So Chris, you're the foremost Batman expert that I know. If you could walk.
Well, I might have some pretty stiff fucking competition right now.
Really? All right, here we go. It's the first ever new show, Batman Off.
I'm sure Chris knows a lot more than me. I've got a lot of the comic books, and I think the farthest back comic book that I've owned was Death and Cripple comic books, where Batman gets his back broken by Bane.
Yeah.
Chris, I want you to throw down right now.
Okay.
Ask a question. Ask a Batman trivia that only a man dressed as Batman in a green screen version of the Batcave would be able to answer.
Name all 4 Robins.
Well, Todd Grayson. I'm sorry, Dick Grayson. Todd. What was his last name? Shit.
His last name is Todd.
And I'm already failing.
His first name is Jason.
I got Todd. I got Dick Grayson. I got Todd. And then there's a new Robin that's a bit of a psychopath, and then I can't remember his name. And then there was another Robin that was killed off by the Joker, but I'm blanking on the names.
Tim Drake was killed by the Joker. Jason Todd was killed by the Joker and then resurrected in a Lazarus pit and came back as the Red Hood. And then you had Tim Drake. Had Dick Grayson, and now recently it's Damian Wayne, which is the son of Bruce Wayne and Talia al Ghul, who is the daughter of Ra's al Ghul, or Ra's al Ghul, however you want to pronounce it. If you want to go with a 5th Robin, Carrie Keeney, the Dark Knight Returns saga written by Frank Miller, would also be considered the 5th.
Girl Robin, yeah. And that was actually...
Chris's Batman is at full salute right now.
Isn't she like
you?
Isn't she under 18?
Someone who's not afraid to rattle the cages.
I
had a threesome with my teachers, Ra's al Ghul.
Before we lovingly eject you from the hangout, is there any question that you have for us, or anything that you want to bring up?
I can't think of any questions, but I do have Netflix movies that I can talk about real quick.
Let's do it.
I don't know if Steve Zaragoza is watching that, or might watch this hangout or not. So, but I'm sure he's seen my video and my thoughts on Tim and Eric's $1 billion movie. That was one of the ones that I liked least of the Netflix availability. So yeah, that was one of the ones I liked least. The ones I liked most, I think Battle Royale was on Netflix at one point. I don't know if it still is, but
the original Hunger Games Battle Royale.
Yeah, the original Hunger Games Battle Royale, which is freaking awesome.
So that's incredible because I thought that movie was banned in the States. That's really cool if that's on Netflix. But yeah, I saw Tim and Eric's $1 billion movie, and it's one of those things where it's like, if you like Tim and Eric, which I'm kind of split on them, you'll like the movie, but if you don't, or you don't get that humor, you're going to hate it.
Oh man, sometimes Tim and Eric does like this one sketch where I'll just go, "Damn you!" So funny, and then the rest is unwatchable noises.
Yeah, and that's basically what I felt. My response to that was like maybe 4 or 5 minutes of just pure anger and frustration of watching the whole thing straight through. So, but I mean, I still love Steve Zaragoza. Sometimes I question his taste in movies, but
that Steve Zaragoza is a strange boy when it comes to his taste in movies. All right, Baxter, we're nearing the end of the hour, so I'm going to let me back to you. And now we're going to go to just a quick little speed round. I want to make sure that everyone's in here gets a chance to at least say something. So right now we're going to go to Cyber Noob. Cyber Noob, we're bringing you in. You guys just unmute yourselves, and we're about to get ready to bring you up. Cyber Noob, what would you get George Clooney?
Cyber Noob is muted.
Cyber Noob is muted. Moving on to Daniel.
Come back.
Yeah, he took himself out. Daniel. Okay. Daniel, you're with us. Daniel.
Am I here?
Hello?
Daniel, you're in, man.
There he is. Daniel. What are you getting George Clooney for his wedding?
I don't think, I mean, he seems like a guy that he has everything. So I think that I'd prank him.
You'd prank him? Prank him? Grab his ass?
Really nice desk chair. He seems like the kind of guy that would appreciate a desk chair. But then I'd rig up like an air horn, so when you adjust the height, he goes, oh, you know.
That's a good prank.
That's a great George Clooney impression, man.
All right, Daniel. Thanks for calling in, man. We're lovingly eject you. Moving on because you just got to make quick time. We are going now to
We
Jemmy.
did start a little late too.
I know we did start a little bit late, but we still have to be out of here at a certain time, which is such a bother. Oh, bother. Jemmy, are you with us, Jemmy?
Yes, I am. Are you here?
All right,
hear me?
Jemmy. We can hear you.
Truly outrageous. Truly outrageous.
What would you get for George Clooney for his wedding?
A gag. Because honestly,
Everyone
my
wants to
parents
clown
like,
on
they.
Clooney.
A gag so that he would stop talking, or a gag because?
Yeah, because like my parents love him, but I find him annoying.
I agree with that because I saw, what was that movie? Monuments Men, and it was just like an hour 40 of George Clooney loving himself, I'd be okay with getting him. Be like, we don't let that guy make or direct movies anymore. Dynamite actor, very likable guy. Did not like his writing. All right, lovingly ejecting you. Thank you so much for calling.
I thought she said gag like prank, and I was like, his name's not George Clooney.
All right, Kate, we're coming to you now. Kate, showing you. How are you, Kate?
Get this.
There we are.
Hello.
Got it, Kate.
Go on. I brought my cat for you guys.
Is it gonna pee on me?
No, he will not. Although he did projectile vomit yesterday.
Oh, well.
Yeah, he's like a big fat Bruce.
He kind of is. He doesn't really want to be here though. He was sleeping and I woke him up.
That's a good mother. What would you get George Clooney for his wedding?
I don't know what I would give George Clooney, but I was thinking about Netflix because, enough about George Clooney. Have you guys... Have you seen Antichrist on Netflix? I don't know.
Oh God, yes. Oh God. It's my number one film that like after you watch it you want to go take a shower.
Yes, absolutely. I had someone recommend it to me with no pretense, and I watched it, and I wish I had it.
I want to watch it with no pretense.
Okay, don't.
Well,
yeah.
Can I give you like a tiny hint?
No, don't
just
do it.
Just the tiniest hint.
No, not even a little bit. I'm jumping into this.
We'll follow up with this next week after Ross watches it.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring this back. Antichrist. I have to remember to look that up.
And then feel free to watch that director's other film that's on Netflix, Nymphomaniac.
Oh, is it on Netflix?
Is that?
That's one with Shia LaBeouf where they actually do it, right?
It's real messed up too.
Yeah.
I
think it's a stunt.
It's a stunt? What does that mean? That's a
I
stunt.
think it's a stunt cock.
No, it definitely is not.
Not a stunt cock? Chris is saying it's definitely not a stunt cock.
Okay, well, maybe it's someone else's.
It'd be a pretty good-looking prosthetic.
It's not, no, I do. Yeah, they did bring in porn stars to actually
That's what I
film.
meant,
Yeah. So it's not Shia LaBeouf's dingleberry. It's what would we name Shia LaBeouf's penis?
Ross, will you name my penis?
Let's name your penis, real quick.
Luke Robitaille.
Stop naming them after Kings players. Can I name your penis the Anti-Crocs? Anti-Crocs?
I don't want my penis to have any association with that movie, given what happens to penises in that movie.
No pretense. Okay. We're gonna name your penis Jennifer Garner.
Okay, so it's like a little bit whiny, not the greatest voice.
It used to be really great, and now it's only good for parts.
Yeah, and Ben Affleck is super into it.
I mean, I guess that's okay. It could be worse.
Jennifer Garner. I was trying to come up with a penis pun, but it's the end of the day. It's Friday. I'm about to start fasting in 20 minutes. So, all right, hold on. Let's give her a good one. We can't give her Jennifer Garner. What's a good name for a penis, Chris?
Don't put me on the spot.
What was the name of that cat that peed on me? We'll name it that. We're gonna call it. Oh shoot. Nope. I was thinking that there was a penis. Sir, your penis's name is Sir Anthony Cocknens.
Okay, I am.
Cockins, okay.
Yeah.
I can handle that.
Wonderful. All right, Kate. Thank you for calling in. I'm gonna lovingly eject you from the chat. We're making our way down. We've got Magic. Magic, if you're there, unmute yourself, sir.
Oh, hello.
Hello. How are you?
Hey.
Magic, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you just fine.
How you doing? What would you get George Clooney for his birthday? For his birthday, for his wedding. Where am I? Animalist birthday. What would you get George Clooney for Animalist birthday?
Or Netflix, or Adam Sandler.
I don't know.
Is your picture Jaden Smith?
I get him. Yes.
What's your new question?
Yeah.
Why is your picture Jaden Smith?
Okay, so my friends and I have this competition who can get celebrity pictures and get the stupidest looking ones on the interwebs, and I just said I'll just put it as my profile picture for this. But I have like about 300. Just the film with Jennifer Garner, making this really stupid face, and I love it. It makes me laugh every time I see it.
The Jaden Smith one wins. If you guys want a big dose of crazy, first of all, you're watching a live chat of a guy in cat ears. But second of all, just go read Jaden Smith's Twitter. It's absolute insanity. It's incomprehensible.
Did they make a rap to it?
I haven't seen that. Someone made all of his tweets into a rap.
They put it on a beat and read all his tweets.
That's
I'm
insane.
pretty sure.
We'll have to check that out. All right, Imagine, we're really short on time, so I need to lovingly eject you from the chat. Was there anything you wanted to say?
No.
Awesome. All right. Thank you for calling in. All right.
We're doing cat ears, right?
I guess we're doing cat ears. I guess a lion is a jungle cat, and I guess technically your King's obsession is gonna just bleed into this show until I die. Marcos, the man who muted me earlier. Marcos, how are you?
Good. How are you? Sorry for muting you.
It's fine. You just wanted to see if you could. I understand it.
Yay, communism.
Yeah. Watch out for that communism. Ebola's gonna get you.
Watch out.
So, weigh in on any of these topics. Teachers, Adam Sandler, George Clooney. What do you want to weigh in on?
Okay, George Clooney, just a big fur coat. I don't know why. Just a big fur coat.
Like a white fur coat?
No,
like something out of American Gangster fur coat?
Yeah, just something that makes him look scary.
Does he smell that cat before you bring it in? No, but one was wet with it.
No, it's not wet.
Oh.
This one's not wet?
Probably wet.
Oh, wait, hold on. Am I
It's
about
the same
to...
cat.
It's the same cat?
Oh, get it in. It's going to pee again. Oh, please pee again.
Oh,
please do
no,
it again.
no, this one's better. Hi.
Okay.
Hi. Oh, say thumbnail. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Coming up. No, nothing. You want to name this cat for me? Margo?
Oh yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah.
The video isn't working for me. I can't see you.
Oh, we can't see you either.
Yeah, but we can hear you. Would you like to name this cat?
Let's name him Veronica.
Let's name him Veronica. Veronica, the man cat.
Veronica the man cat.
Oh, this just got real cute. Hi. Oh, hi, Veronica, the man cat. You
Oh,
just
my
throw the
God.
mic into that microphone.
I want to know what's going through its cat brain.
Yeah, he's just real comfortable next to the warmth. This is going to get 1 billion views. Forget everything we're talking with Veronica, the man cat. All right, Marcos, we're almost done with the stream, so I need to lovingly eject you from the... I'm going to hand it back to Matt. Say bye. Say bye, Veronica.
Bye.
All right.
Bye, Veronica the man cat.
All right. Here we go. Thank you. Hide you from broadcast. Amanda told me that when I lovingly eject you, you actually come back and watch the stream. So I'm sorry for doing that to everybody, and we will learn. The last one, right here we got Raphael, or we have one more after Raphael. Raphael, how you doing, man? Unmute yourself.
Hey, right?
Yeah,
Hey.
hear you loud and clear.
Awesome.
Have you ever been peed on by a cat, Raphael?
Actually, no, but I have thrown a cat. I have thrown a cat.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
No. But it was like it was more like a gentle toss onto a pillow. It was like.
That sounds so much better.
Lead with that.
Yeah, I was like, man, am I gonna have to like yell at this guy? Like, I didn't know where I was gonna have to go.
No, but I have thrown a cat really far.
Yeah, have you ever been gone by a cat? No, but I killed a kid.
Yeah, no.
Like
One time I strangled a man just to watch him die.
yeah, I didn't know what to play with that. All right. Well, let's avoid that topic. Let's move on. George Clooney or watch on Netflix, or have you ever slept with a teacher?
No, but I did sleep with a mother before. It was quite amazing, actually.
I'm sure they know what they're doing.
Was it amazing because she had like she
it's
was really
really
responsible?
No, man. No. The experience that older women have is just crazy. It's just like.
What was the age difference between you and the mother?
All right, so I was 17 and she was 30.
Okay, that's kind of a questionable area.
I mean, in Australia it's legal, but
Okay, yeah.
was it a friend's mother? No, it couldn't have been a friend's mother unless you're
No,
hanging out
it
with,
was
like,
it was actually my brother's wife's cousin.
Oh, okay.
At what point do you become your own grandfather?
There's a song about that. Many, many years ago when I was 23, I was married to a widow who was pretty as can be. That widow had a daughter who had hair of red. My father fell in love with her, and soon they were to wed. So, if you are married to a woman who has a daughter that's of age, and your dad marries that daughter, then you in turn become your own grandfather, because your dad is now your son-in-law.
Oh,
and
shit.
You are. Wait, hold on. How does this work? So your dad is your son-in-law, but you are also the son of your father. So you are your own step-grandfather.
Yeah.
My mind is just exploding.
Take that, Raphael. Next time you think of having sex with older women.
Yeah, there are repercussions. You could break the space-time continuum. All right. Is there anything real quick that you wanted to say? Because I do want to get to this last person, and we do have to end at like 4:15.
Nah, it's all right.
All right. Well, thank you for calling in, and thank you for watching the show.
And clarifying the apparent animal abuse that you
Yeah, I'm happy that didn't happen.
Yeah.
All right, Amanda, you're going to close out the show for us. Amanda, are you there? Amanda going once. Amanda's here.
Not Amanda.
It's not Amanda.
It's just a man dressed as Amanda.
I told you earlier that when you
it's the guy with the George Clooney impression.
Yeah, I feel
like
I snuck in mischievously because I'm in another account now.
Wonderful. Okay.
When you eject people from the chat, they leave forever?
I can't come back. Yeah, it says you're not allowed back in, and I'm like.
Oh, I wonder if eject is like a ban, whereas I just thought it was making space for people.
Nope.
You're kicking people out and
We're
banning.
learning. It's a learning curve.
Yeah.
Aren't you glad I came back?
Thank you for coming back to tell us. All right. Well, yeah, I didn't eject Raphael. All right. Well, I will. Thank you for letting us know that. Now it's time to say goodbye to all our family. Chris, thank you for joining us this week.
Hey, you got it.
Yeah. It's also tomorrow is Yom Kippur, which means Jewish people everywhere are going to be fasting and not eating. Hollywood. And
I'm going to be watching you too, Ross. Food better not pass those lips.
No, it will not. But it might be coming out the other end. So we'll see. So to anyone that's fasting, good luck. And to all those Jews out there, Happy New Year. And to all those non-Jews out there, Happy You don't go away. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this live stream. We will be doing this every Friday, and we're going to be getting better at it. So I appreciate you guys working with us through these fun little kinks. I will be back on Monday with a new episode of the news show, and I will see you then. Chris, you want to say anything?
Goodbye.
And out we go.